Hey guys, it is Monday, and that means it is time for me to go to my neurologist appointment to get the results of my MRI to see how my Syrinx is doing. I am actually going to try and leave early, not like super early, but I'm going to try and leave early because last time I got stuck in a giant traffic jam and then I was rushing like a crazy person to actually get into the appointment. So I'm going to leave in like 10 minutes. Okay, I'm in my car. I'm really not leaving any earlier than I should. I'm actually probably leaving about 5 minutes later than I should. But he's always late. The neurologist is always late, so I'm not super worried about it. I just arrived. I'm late again. I'm an asshole. I'm late for everything. I suck so bad. I have to hurry now.
What level was your fracture?
T6.
T6. I have to do. It's crazy.
I did make sure too when I called, because on my requisition, it said thoracic. So I called and was
just a
like,
second. Oh, they split it.
oh,
Okay, so they do have a cervical one. I understand. So that's good. Okay. Yeah, it certainly arrested things. Things are not progressing. I'd be dishonest. So,
okay.
this is you. The darker gray is the spinal cord. The bright white on either side is the fluid around it. And here you can see that there, and that's fluid within the spinal cord. And there's all kinds of fluids such that down there you just see a fine rim of spinal cord.
Yeah.
And the syrinx is due to the damage that you had way down at T6.
Yeah.
And it doesn't happen to everybody with a spinal cord injury, but it's not rare either. And obviously what we're concerned about is it progressing.
Yeah.
And
And affecting any of like my functional, like the one, like my
Yeah.
non-paralyzed. Yeah.
well, yeah, I take it back. I think
Which
I
one
think
is,
it is better.
is that
Because
the
if
new
you look,
one?
so that's the in May 2020. This is July 2021, and you see how high the streaking goes on in the one last year.
Yeah.
And notice it doesn't go this high
yeah.
now. So in fact, now the cavity, the bigger part of the cavity is off to the side. It's there, and that so that hasn't really changed.
Oh yeah, it is a little lower.
But in terms of the streaking, so I think that so far so good. When we put in a shunt, at the very least, we hope that it arrests the progression of arrests the enlarging syrinx.
Yeah.
So, in some, it does this where the syrinx shrinks some. So that's a bonus. Obviously, the shunt doesn't work in everybody.
Oh, okay.
And so, I think you realize there's nothing that works all the time, does it?
Yeah. No.
No.
So what's the prognosis? Because I couldn't find this on the internet anywhere. Like if nothing works.
Gradually, the syrinx will go higher and higher and higher, and you'll
It'll start to affect
your arms.
oh yeah. But if it goes high enough, it would affect like breathing and important things, right?
Yeah, though if it gets high enough in your cervical spine, the main control of the breathing is a nerve that comes out in the cervical spine.
Okay.
So yeah, the consequences could be life-threatening. The fact that things are looking good is a big plus.
Yeah.
So, I think better than anybody how important it is to stay positive and fight hard.
Hey guys, all right, so that was my neurology appointment, and I am super happy that my Syrinx has slightly, very, very slightly shrunk, and that I don't have to worry about it for another year. I don't really think about it until, my yearly MRI, and then I worry for a few days, and then hopefully we get good news every year. And when we don't someday, if we don't someday, then I'll deal with it then. But you guys probably heard the neurologist say that the prognosis for a Syrinx is mostly good. They can deal with it with surgery. But if there's nothing that works, especially for me because it goes up into my cervical spine, and there's important things up there like your breathing function and things like that, that eventually it might become life-threatening, which, fingers crossed that never happens. Last part of my vlog here, I am at kayaking this evening. I drove all the way into the city near where I live to go kayaking on this beautiful little pond. And on a day like today where I get to go in and get results of my MRI and get the update about what my Syrinx is up to, knowing that I really don't know what my future holds in terms of function and level of paralysis or even life, I'm choosing to be super grateful for my hands, even though I have really bad carpal tunnel and they're in pain a lot. I'm just choosing to be grateful for the life that I get to live, even if I have hard days and it's really challenging sometimes. And I just want to give a shout out to Morgan Calvi. I don't know if I'm saying your name right, but I've been talking to you all day in the comments. And you have 2 spinal cord injuries, leaving you a paraplegic in one and a quadriplegic in another one. And you just got me thinking about how grateful I should be for all of the little things that I get to do, like playing the piano. You mentioned that you play piano and now that's gone. And even though I don't play all the time, I really find joy when I do get a chance to play the piano. And so I'm just sitting in a lot of gratitude right now for all of the things that I get to do in this life. Even if I pee my pants, even if I have pain, even if I fall out of my wheelchair, even if things take me longer, it's really a privilege to get to live this life, and whatever it entails is beautiful and what's supposed to happen. So I just wanted to leave you guys with that. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I will catch you next week on another video. Bye guys.